so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison.
You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Goes to the option. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Sentinels will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Using his legs, it's Owens. Makes a man miss. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggie! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the left. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it in. It's Riley. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Trying to move the... And here comes the punt team. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Quarterback making checks. Here's Reed to throw. Rifles it down the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it, but he comes right back, stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing Reed. Snagged out of the air. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch, and this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack, still going to be tough to stop.
We'll send the tight end in motion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Might be calling a hot route. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Working that left side now. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Play fake, Reed. Buys a little extra time. Rolling right and going deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He's got his man, makes the grab. Touchdown, Aggies. Made the grab and Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Reed slings it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they... Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. To the air, it's Reed. Fires left. Wide open downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Reed on the play action. Makes the catch. It's Craver. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's Reed to throw. Floats it out in space. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, and that's a chance to end that drive right there and completely wipe out the possibility of any points because, of course, the offense has the ball on their side of the field. That is an interception that he's got to be able to make.
Finds his big tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing Reed. Looking left. A strike downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Get a big play like that last one. You flip the field. You change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Back to pass, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in, it's Horton. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to throw it again. It's caught. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He wants to change this route. Reed. Pressure coming. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He's knocked down, but... Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive done.
Got a little grass. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Here's the handoff. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy... They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Running inside, it's Morrill. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Plucks it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw. It's Hart. And it's incomplete despite some serious... Looking to throw on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I've spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the 4th quarter and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us. And apparently they live in the second world as this coach.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. It's complete. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for space. It's Morrow. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at.